And we're back now to answer your legal questions. Joining me this week, LaCosia Roberts with the Southwest Louisiana Law Center, and thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me, Ms. Agnes.
All right, well, let's get to that first question. I have received an offer letter for a new job, and I have been asked to sign it if I accept the job offer. While I'm excited for this new opportunity, I have a few concerns about the possible new job. Can I reject the offer? Is this offer letter considered an employment contract? That's kind of interesting.
Yes, ma'am, Ms. Agnes. Our reviewer can actually reject that offer. The offer letter is generally not considered an employment contract. An offer letter is that document, or maybe even an email, that's provided by the employer to the prospective employee officially extending a job offer. Now, with that offer letter, it may outline the basic terms and conditions of employment, and it's just basically the formal communication of the intent to hire. That usually includes the job titles, start date, compensation. Now, it's generally considered an invitation to enter into a contract rather than being considered an actual binding contract. Now, that employment contract is that legally binding agreement between the employer and the employee, and it provides a more comprehensive and detailed outline of the terms, conditions, and obligations regarding the employment. Now, if one thing our viewer has to remember is that if he or she does accept the offer and there is an employment contract, that contract is enforceable by law. So that means that the employer and the employee will both be bound to follow that contract unless there are some illegal terms in that contract, and therefore it wouldn't be enforceable.
Okay, so I guess you should read carefully.
Read carefully.
Now, our next question is, my children and I have been working on a new idea that we believe will be game-changing in the food service industry. We want to make sure that no one will be able to steal our idea and try to profit from it. What can we do to protect our idea?
Well, our viewer has not or did not stress exactly what the idea is. So the way to protect it depends on the exact idea. Now, if we're talking about a brand name or logo, then it would need to be trademarked. If we're talking about an idea, an invention, an idea that involves an invention, a process, or product, then a patent would be needed. That patent would give the owner the exclusive rights to the invention and would prevent other people from making or selling or using it without the owner's permission. Now, if the idea is an original written work or software, then a copyright would need to occur. And usually that automatically applies as soon as the work is in tangible form. However, it is imperative to register it to protect it against anybody else's attempt to use it. Now, if you're going to share your idea with anyone else, it is highly, highly suggested that you have these individuals sign confidentiality or non-disclosure agreements to protect and monitor your rights regarding your ideas or your inventions. And as usual, seek legal advice. If you have any other questions, talk to an intellectual property attorney, and that attorney should be able to provide the necessary advice for this situation.
Yeah, so before you start talking too much about it, get your ducks in a row.
Get your ducks in a row. And don't share your ideas with too many people, because if it's not protected, someone can take your idea and you've
run with
lost
it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, and same to you.
Because we won't be here next Wednesday, so I want to
Yes,
make sure.
ma'am. Thank you. Same to you.
All right. If you have questions that she'll answer after that, you can email them to us at news@kplctv.com. We'll send them along to the attorneys at the Southwest Louisiana Law Center, and you'll get your answers every Wednesday right here on 7 News at noon. Remember, civil matters only, please.